Welcome back to the DMV Survive podcast. I'm Miss Pink,
And I feel a swagger.
and we're so happy to be back. We know it's been a while. Y'all
Hey
haven't
all.
seen us in a while.
Been a long time.
Um, life been lifing, and um, all I can say is we're happy to be back.
We back, baby.
And we were productive in our off time, though.
Definitely was.
Definitely productive. And one of the things that we were able to build is a sisterhood. So we had a previous show where we discussed our struggles with forming healthy relationships with groups of women.
Mhm.
And I challenged myself to do that where I have a lot of friends, but it's like I had them in different areas and I didn't know who I could mix and mingle.
Pockets of friends.
Yeah. And so we got to a point where I just said, I'm gonna try it. And whoever gonna be a part of it, gonna be a part of it. But last year we started it. Y'all previously heard the show with what I call the standing for.
Yes, the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, so 2024 we started with 9, ended with 4. And then we reopened it this year to add on new people. And
It's
so
only been one new active person. Yes, I'm throwing shade and I will see y'all at work on Monday.
but we've done a couple of different activities over the last almost 13 months. We've done a couple of different activities. Our goal is to be more active, but we definitely wanted to talk about the importance and the impact of sisterhood.
Yes.
I know it has helped me out a lot. I had a lot of things that happened in the late fall, early winter, losing several people in my family back to back, and just everyday life struggles. And we talk every single day in our group chat. If somebody goes missing, we gonna call them, reach out to them some kind of way. But it has definitely helped me in the last year.
Definitely. It's been fun, very enjoyable meeting different women of all walks of life. Um, we all have different careers. But it's a couple teachers. Actually, it's three, four of us that are educators. So we kind of talk about our similarities at work. We randomly vent throughout the day in our group chat. So it's always a good time. I've definitely enjoyed the activities that we've done together. I've also really enjoyed the support because I feel like as women, we need that. We need that sisterhood, that group, and as someone I don't have any blood sisters. I'm the only child between my parents, so I really don't have any siblings. So yeah, I know I don't play by my brothers, but also it's just to have women that could come together, women that can have positive conversations and that can just enjoy each other's company. And I'm grateful for it, and I think about that a lot because as someone who is a educator who works with a lot of young Black girls, I hope that one day they can have a sisterhood like I have because I've actually had students say that Black girls can't get along, and I'm just like, but that's not true at all. I'm like, I wish I could show y'all my sisterhood text group, not text thread. You see that the way we can get along. You just gotta find your people, and I think that's just really what it's about.
We do a lot of empowerment, and I'm gonna put Phyllis on the spot because Phyllis sends some of the best things in the morning time. Like I'm not a morning person, but one of the first things I do outside of praying in the morning is I know she finna come with something spiritual, something that's gonna help us get through our day and encourage us. And it definitely helps to set your day on a high note when she comes and leaves with that. Now I know if she don't text in the morning, then something might be off. I try to give her a couple hours, or at some point throughout the day, just you okay, you good?
Everybody, like, okay, so there is a minister that actually texts me every morning, and I spread on the message. Sometimes I do take them and edit them myself and maybe cater them to the people or the person that I'm sending it to. Um I am very, very intentional when I send my messages because there are some times that I do some of the messages that I receive, they're too like way too long. And I know my people. So I will edit them, or I was literally go on Pinterest or go on something else, and I will just find something that I feel like people need. Most people that know me know that I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, at least 3 days a week, to go to the gym. So I start my day in the gym. And while I'm getting ready for work, I'll start sending out my messages. And I promise you, if I do not send a message by a certain time, there are people outside of my sisterhood group, because I do this to everybody, who will text me and be like, I didn't get my message today. What's going on? Like, I need that inspiration. And I've actually fussed at some people. I'm like, well, can you check on me sometime? Maybe I'm just going through it. But I literally um send out messages to everybody, and I just feel like that you just never know what people are going through. And I think people will be surprised at um the people that I actually do text on a regular basis. And it's not just my girls, it's my brothers too. Like, I send my brother Mike, I send him messages every morning. Um and every day it's like, I love you. And we tell each other in our sister group, like, we know we love y'all, love you, have a good day. Like, those things really do matter. And I'm just super, super intentional in the messages that I send to my homegirls.
Um, so not only is it encouraging, it also helps to, even with having new people, be vulnerable in our group. I can't wait to see how it grows. Like we said, we added someone, and she's really a sweetheart. So we can't wait to do more things to be inclusive, to get to know her on a deeper level. Um, the biggest way to form connections is you have to be vulnerable. You have
Hmm.
to be willing to share something that you might not normally share with other people. Um, and we talk about a variety of topics. More specifically, I said in the last week, the orange man, the orange man had me stressed out a little bit this week, and I was trying not to show it at work because I'm in teacher mode at work, teaching new hires, and so they were like unsure of what that meant for their job as they still in their probation period. They felt like they needed to just resign. We as teachers didn't know what that mean for our job, and we still don't have any answers in regards to when we're gonna have to start coming in every day. So being able to have a place to vent and just get some of that frustration out in a healthy way was
Mhm.
such a blessing because if y'all would have seen what I was dealing with at work, Lord.
But I feel like now, and we not really into politics, but it's just the climate that we're in right now. With this presidency, it has affected all of us in our jobs, especially as an educator, especially as someone who works at a school that has a very high Latino Hispanic um population, that has undocumented students and undocumented parents. And so it's been a lot. It's been hard on us. Literally, ICE has been on the streets. We've seen ICE harassing people up the block from us. So it's like a real thing, but our sisterhood just allows us to vent and talk about these things. And because we're all vastly affected, whether some people want to accept it or not, so it just gives us a safe space. I think that's the biggest thing with the sisterhood, is having a safe space, and being able to be vulnerable but safe in your emotions, because that's literally the only way that a lot of people are vulnerable, is if you make me feel safe or you make them feel safe in their emotions, then that's when you get vulnerability.
And with being vulnerable, you actually get to see like there are other people who may be going through the same thing or may have gone through it, where they get to give you some wisdom and feedback. I know a couple of people in the group have other things in common, and how they're able to grieve or grow in certain areas. Um, so that was a big thing for me, is making sure that the circle, we could lean on each other in different areas. Like I'm not artistic at all, but there is someone in our group who
Mhm.
Ro. I'm telling you, she's blessed with her hands, whether it's cooking, doing
That girl
hair.
couldn't cook.
Yeah, she can cook. Um, my hair not done right now, but my retwist most of the time Roden did my hair, and so we're just we play on each other's strengths. We don't look at each other's weaknesses, and the biggest thing with our group is accountability.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes it's just you can wake up one day and just like I don't feel like it. Just not today. Like I just need a day to just chill out. Um, Last year we did several activities. Um, I think I want to do more activities this year
Mhm.
that we can see different sides of each other. Um, the one thing I really like that we did so far this year is probably the rage room. It was
The
different.
rage room was fun.
It was different, and while I've seen advertisements for the rage room, I was like, I really didn't know what to expect. So going in with no expectations to anything that we do has also helped me not be disappointed in the outcome. Um, I did not think I was going to enjoy that as much as I did.
But I think also, so okay, so just to give y'all a quick little like backstory, before we even got to the rage room, we decided to break plates. So Adele was the one who got the plates, and we all went to her house, and she had food and stuff. She fed us. We had those that were partaking in drinks, because I had a dry January. And that was something that I wanted to do for my own personal
I did not
thing.
partake in the drink
Ah.
because the drive. It was a little drive.
So we all got there, and we basically wrote on plates things that we wanted to release, and I thought it was very, very intentional with doing that. So I it had to be like 15 of us.
Yeah. Oh, we was deep.
We was real
We was
deep.
deep.
So we wrote all the things that we wanted to get released on a plate, and for me it was kind of like I've already started releasing things,
Hmm.
because I've been in therapy for the last 7 months, and so it has helped me tremendously, especially with the loss of my mother. So once we wrote all our things on the plate, let me tell y'all about that draft. That was a long drive.
The
Okay,
drive, man. Me and Phyllis left essentially at the same time, and we was kicking it up the road.
like for real.
They didn't get this for a good
We
15,
got there
20
before
minutes.
them. So when we got there, we got all our safety stuff. So I like the plate thing because we all stood around in a circle, and some of us said different things. I talked so my words were renew, refresh, restore. It's so funny because my pastor talked about that last Sunday. And so then we just broke the plate, and then first it was like a gag car. Y'all, we beat up a car. Let me
A
just
toddler car first,
first. This is a taller
because she
baby
played
Audie.
too
She
much.
played way too much, and then she brought this van in. Let me just say this: some of them was
They
had
was releasing.
they were, and I think some of them were fluent in breaking out windows out of people's cars.
Listen,
Uh, but I didn't know that a windshield was that hard to break.
I think it's just because we was trying to do it from the outside. If we would have did it from the inside, because it looked when it finally started breaking, it looked like it needed to be
But
pushed out.
I got satisfaction out of breaking out the passenger side windows and breaking out the side mirrors. 8 people got beat up in my head on that car. Um, I'm not gonna name no names, but if you know, you know.
um, I think last year I didn't really have myself in a space where I was mad. I had already released everything, probably in a negative way, but just being able to, I'm not gonna lie, after I finished my swings, I was like, man, I'm ready to go get in the bed.
Oh yeah, I need to send her them videos. I definitely recorded her beating up the car.
Yeah, because you exert a lot of energy doing that, but it was some things that I was still kind of, I don't want to say kind of holding on to, that I was still working on forgiveness of myself for certain situations. And I think I beat that minivan until my hands were starting to hurt.
I think there was nothing else left to break because then they started opening the doors, breaking the inner panels. Like
Yeah.
there was really nothing left to beat up on that Mazda van because we really beat it
And
up.
I don't know where they found that Mazda van. It was some ego somewhere that just didn't want it no more. But I'm like, man, when she drove that thing in, I'm like, first of all, this joint is like the Scooby Doo van from back in the day.
It was very old school.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it that hard to break no grill on the front of a minivan. That's how I
Listen,
knew it was old.
I've never beat up any type of cars. I'm never Jasmine Sullivan a man. So
I never beat up a car, but I seen how they crunch and fold in car accidents a lot. Um, and I'm just saying that was hard body. Like we had the metal bats, and they wasn't doing that much
first
damage.
of all, them bats was beat up.
That part,
Don't use a golf club. Trash.
yeah, them go. That's because they was like putter. They was putters. They wasn't
They
no
want them
real.
heavy duty joints at the Top Golf.
Nah.
Oh, we need to do Top Golf.
When it get warmer,
Yes, when it
I
gets
mean they
warm.
do got the heated
I
joints
mean, I've been
there.
at Top Golf when it was cold, but I'm bald heading on the side. I don't have time for that.
See, it worked. You can go to Top Golf when it's chilly outside. They do got the heaters, but it
Hmm.
can't be too many of y'all.
Oh yeah, so no.
Um, but we started off the year with vision boards, the vision board party
And karaoke.
in karaoke. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever go to karaoke with Phyllis, you would be very surprised at her song selections.
Yeah, so I like to sing country songs.
She
Um,
said, "I don't need the words."
and I don't need the words because I'm definitely gonna give you some Curry Underwood. Now I don't know now because she threw me off. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give you some Chris Stapleton, who is my favorite um modern country singer right now because Reba McEntire is my girl. But yes, I'm gonna give y'all some country music and it's gonna surprise you.
I ain't got that many country songs in me, but I will say, while I'm not like a Beyonce stan fan, she did help me open up to more black country music artists. So I do got a couple songs now, like in my playlist. But
I'm going
yeah.
to side her because it's the same thing I did to my students, and I was like, "Do y'all realize that we created country music and the
No,
fact that
it's not that I didn't
the
know
people
that.
started listening to it because of Beyonce?
No, it's not that I didn't know that. That wasn't my genre.
Beyonce,
That wasn't my genre because I hadn't really taken the time.
Ray Charles."
Now I do remember the movie, but
I'm gonna let y'all Beyonce fans leave. Don't come after me, Beehive. Okay, I'm not a Beehiver. Sorry.
I'm not a beehiver either. But I will say that because I've never really taken the time to dive into country
Oh, okay.
music,
I'll let that slide.
having those futures on her on the album, like I don't even know what song she got on the album that they was on. I just happened to see the list of people she had on there.
Didn't she just release something?
That she going on tour?
Oh, that's what the Cowboy Carter thing was about. I don't know. I've been off social media for the past 3 weeks. I just got back on yesterday, and now I'm ready to get it off again. So,
Yeah, I saw
um,
somebody post about it earlier that she dropped tour dates. I didn't go. I'm
I won't be going.
no.
I decline.
Um But it helped me open my mind, and like I listened to a couple of songs. I can't remember homegirl name, but Buckle Bunny is one of them songs that I've listened. That's my country song I
I
listen
don't
to a
know.
lot.
I don't know who that is.
Um,
I don't listen to the radio, so
it wasn't on the radio. I had to go search for it and listen to it.
maybe I should just go to YouTube Music and see what country music is out. But Chris Stapleton has my heart.
Hey, what's the you know the name of the artist that song?
Shabuzi.
No, no, no. I know Shabuzi. He from VA. The song that Damo do.
Oh, that's Teddy Swims. Oh, he has a new song out with Glorilla and Coco Jones. I like that song.
I had to go and download the real version of that song.
I don't like the real
One,
version.
um, I mean, after you listen to Damo singing,
Shout out to
they,
my big brother.
yeah, it's certain songs that they hit that you be like, nah, the original version don't hit the heart. But I had to go listen to it
Hmm.
just to hear like, it's like, oh, this is cute. But I just need the one band to release some of the newer songs that they've been hitting. I
Yes, y'all hear
need that.
that?
I need that in the
Damo,
car. I need
Mike, LB, Tink Tink.
that. I need that in the car. Um, the vision board. I think we probably should have because we ran out of time. We didn't really get to discuss.
My G and my N fell off my board.
We didn't really get to discuss what we put on our boards.
Hmm.
She had me cracking up at the vision board party, and she's flipping through the book and it's like, kids, let me skip past that.
Yes, that is not on my vision board at all. It's giving rich auntie over here.
Every time anything about a baby
Whoop.
or a kid, y'all know y'all gonna get the same response, y'all. The same response. But some of the other things that we want to start doing to deepen our connections is a couple of years ago we interviewed the group that did the retreat.
Hmm.
I think that would be cool for us to do. Um,
Oh yeah, that was the reality show.
yeah, and the reality show retreat.
I remember that.
They was by the water though. I kind of want to go in the mountains once again.
I do want to go in the mountains. I definitely think we should. Yeah.
Yeah, go in the mountains. Phones only for emergencies. Like I'm one of them people that if we really gonna have a bonding time, like I want everybody locked in. Just everybody locked in. I'm not saying, and I ain't trying to parole or tell nobody that they can't be on their phone. But if we doing the activity, I just want everybody to be engaged.
These days, I like to play Candy Crush on my iPad, so I really don't be on my phone.
But that's a way to decompress.
It
I feel like
is.
games now as an adult hit different than it did when we was like
Do
teens.
you know how excited I'd be to lay in the bed and play The Sims?
I don't play The Sims. I play
I'm a single mom on The Sims though. Don't ask me how I left her unattended and then I came back. She was pregnant with a little boy. So
what do I play? I got a couple joints on my phone. One of them is like bus something. I don't know. It's just colors and cars.
and I have an adult coloring book and I have an adult coloring book on my MacBook. So I get on the computer and I color as well.
Decompressing after your day is important though. It's super important. Um, I wrote this today. It's called Prayers and Promises for Women. I gave one book to my sister. I was trying to locate some more so I could give it to the group, to everyone to
Oh
have.
yes. I did give out gift bags to our group after our vision board.
You
Just
want to know somebody who make good gift bags?
y'all know I'm just really um awful empowerment. My nickname used to be Mrs. Affirmation when I taught high school. So I'm very words have power. So I'm super intentional when it comes to words, especially down to the tattoos on my body. Like I'm very words have power. But if y'all need some ideas for some good gift bags, holla at me. I got you.
She definitely does good gift bags. For this book though, y'all, it's so many topics in here with um there's scriptures in here, and I'm not saying that you have to be um
Super religious.
like super religious, but there are also passages and words in here of encouragement for each kind of topic that you can possibly think of. That really helps me, even if it's a day that I've already read that particular thing. If that's something that I'm struggling with that day, or that someone else is struggling with, I refer to it. So it's definitely helped me personally in a lot of ways, and it also helps when other people are going through things because you might not know how to comfort them or what to say.
Mhm.
Um, like in our group, sometimes I said that we're gonna start implementing where we just have prayer. Um, because a lot of people are going through personal battles, and while we are still learning to be vulnerable with each other, it's certain things that you might not want to share with the whole group yet because we're in different places and different stages um, with our friendship. But prayer just covers everyone as a group and us individually and our individual goals. But I'm just really thankful. Thankful that we came from having the show a couple of years ago. Like, we don't know how this going to work out, to really having a sisterhood and it being a big impact and difference in our daily lives. What did we do last year? Last year we did brunches.
Last year we did brunch. What
Hey,
else?
Ro cooked for us, and that was
Man,
probably the highlight. If Ro cooked for us and we ate down.
man, listen. And that was something that we was planning to do once a month, but life got in the way. But I'm pretty sure once everything's settled, we we'll be back to doing that. And that was just fun. Like, bro, cook for us. We just came, we sat, we drank good, we ate good, and we just had a good time. And we played with our little nephew.
Yes, we got our first nephew in the group.
Yes. So, what else do we do?
I think that's all we got to do last year. We made it through brunch and like some
Yeah, because me
dinners.
and you went to Greensboro.
Yeah. So y'all heard us talk a little bit about that, but um I do hope that we get some trips in this
Yes.
year. Um,
But I
we're
had
gonna get some
fun though.
trips. We're gonna get some trips in this year for sure. I don't know necessarily about getting on a plane right
I don't
now.
know about going out the country either. I'm actually supposed to be going on out the country, but had a conversation with my family today, and with the state of the orange Ancient Orange, and yeah, we supposed to be going to Mexico on a cruise, and I'm just like,
It's
I
hard
don't know.
when we got a terrorist on our own soil against us, and they supposed to be there to help us, but they not helping us. Um, so that's just been hard and having to replan and restructure things. But hey, if it's drivable, I think we should go.
Yeah, I'm here for a good road trip. That's what I'm saying. We could go for a good little retreat in the mountains. It's some cabins in Virginia. I'ma find them because I saved them on Instagram.
Like, it's this one I want to go to in Tennessee. I'm gonna make it there.
I don't know.
The drive is crazy.
That's a red state.
The drive. Well, so is Texas. Um,
This ain't Texas, and I'm going to Dallas though. I need to get to a game this year.
you know what? We
We
just
sh-
saw something on. I just saw something. Dallas got this lounge slash bar called
Con.
Dirt.
Oh, I was about to say Concrete Cowboy. I went there for brunch when I was in Dallas,
Mm-mm.
drunk down.
It's called Dirty Laundry or something. Dirty Laundry Mat, like the Nivea song.
Hmm.
And somebody
Yeah.
had did a preview of it and walking into. I was like, that is really
Mhm.
creative.
Mhm.
So that's on my list of places to go in Dallas.
Okay, girls trip.
I don't know about ever driving back to Texas.
Oh,
I don't know. You know,
yeah. Ooh.
we're gonna have to wait on that one, but because I did that drive last year, and all I can say is I was exhausted for like 2 weeks
Mm.
after that
All I'm
time.
saying is, if y'all want me to go somewhere and it requires for me to be in the car for 2.5 hours or more, it has to be something where I gotta spend the night. Okay, it can't
Oh, absolutely.
because so my I'm also in a group with my cousins on my dad's side. So I do love the sisterhoods that I have because I have so many like pockets of friends and family, and I'm grateful for that, especially like losing my mother was really big for me because y'all know that was my girl. So now having the women that I have around me and I'm gonna tell y'all, being in a multi generational group chat is hilarious. And when I say multi generational, I really mean that. Like from probably, I would say most the youngest people probably in our 30s all the way up to probably like our 50s and 60s, and the stuff, the information is hilarious. But it's like even with them, they be wanting us to drive 2 and 3. I'm at that age now. If I got to be in a car longer than 2.5 hours, I got to spend the night. Like,
I wish I could tell my job that.
oh yeah. Well, it's different when you traveling to work, but I'm talking about like real long distance.
No, but I get it.
Yeah.
Um, the one thing that we want y'all to take away from this is just because you had a bad experience at some point of your life, um, with any type of female group or friends, is that don't pass that on to your children or embed it even in your own mind that it's not possible, because it is. Um, Even though we told you that we started off with a bigger number last year and only ended with four, we didn't have no drama. We didn't have no drama. We didn't have no fallouts. Just life happens. Some people in the group are moms. They have multiple kids who were in activities and they just couldn't make it. That's all it is. They couldn't be committed to it at that time. But we didn't have no drama because I think all of us are adult enough where we didn't want none of that energy.
I don't do that. I deal with that enough with y'all daughters at work. So y'all daughters and nieces and nephews. So I don't need no drama in my life. Y'all know what Mary J. Blige said.
Y'all know we always close out our show with words of wisdom. So
I'm going first.
y'all know every time I tell her to go first, she eat me up, man.
Okay. So as we, start Black History Month, I'm just gonna say find something positive. And I say that because of the culture of this country, this world right now. It is really, really heavy. So take some time for yourself to unplug. Like I previously stated, for 3 weeks, I was off social media. I only got on TikTok because TikTok is my kiki, but I was not on Instagram. I was not on Facebook. I don't really use X. So I really took some time to just kind of be more intentional with myself. And I found ways to decompress. Y'all know I am a certified gym rat. I've been back on it in the gym real heavy lately. But I just want to say, like, be very intentional with yourself and find ways to unplug, because I like the same thing I tell my students, your eyes and your ears are windows to your soul. And so when you constantly are logged in or linked into everything that's going on, like, it really can start to affect your mental. So be intentional with yourself and find a way to unplug and decompress in a healthy manner, because I didn't drink during January either. Like, it was very sober, get your mind right, get your heart right coming into 2025, and don't let what you see going on in this world, in this country, tear you down.
We definitely went to happy hour and did not have one single
Not
drink.
one drink.
Not one drink. Um, yes, happy Black History Month, y'all. And even with the uncertainty of what that means with the world right now, We gonna always celebrate our history. Can't nobody take it from us, and can't nobody make better history than we can. I'm gonna stand on that. Um, I want to say I'm gonna just state this: Muhammad Ali, saying, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." Um, that was heavy for me because that was one of the things that I wrote on my plate was self doubt. And so that's one of the things that I want to get over. I want to stop overthinking and just be courageous enough to take the first step. So don't matter how many times you have to start over, do it. Because at some point, you going to get it. And it's okay to keep starting over. Just keep starting. Don't give up. We thank y'all for tuning in with us. We can't wait to
Oh,
be back with y'all, but y'all stay tuned because we definitely going to be going back live. And we will see y'all soon.
bye, y'all.